like any child or any parent that has a, a newborn baby, you have huge expectations. And although we knew he was severely brain damaged, um, we still tried everything. Very intensive therapy, in home, out of home, inpatient, outpatient. We traveled across the country to find answers in ways that we could help him. Because I guess at a young age, we just didn't know to what degree this would really present itself. Maybe he could learn to walk. Maybe he could, maybe he wouldn't have a full vocabulary, but maybe he would have some speech. They just couldn't tell us. So of course we tried hard and we tried fast and we tried everything we could to try to get that potential to the highest it could for him. And those were exhausting years, to say the least. And we did that for a very long time. And, I think your expectations then change as time goes on. I don't remember how old Sam was when I started to feel like this isn't really working. All the therapy and intensiveness that we were putting into this, nothing had changed for him. And I can remember sort of thinking, but nobody's saying it's okay to stop either. And I remember feeling that way, like I don't know if any of this is going to ever work, and feeling like I guess I needed to say it. So I sort of started to say that to the therapists and to the medical world of, they've started to take my lead, I guess, where I said, this just isn't, all this effort isn't getting us anywhere. Is it okay to just make him comfortable? And so those expectations started to change over the years from Cure, because in the beginning we really were trying to see, could we try to reverse some of this brain damage? Could we have other parts of his brain take over for that? And so it became apparent it just wasn't going to happen. And, there was a shift. There definitely was a shift from Cure to Comfort, and probably about in the middle part of his life, I would say, that started to happen. So,
Brenda, do you remember? I mean, it may be very hard to remember because now this would be a while ago. Do you remember feeling pressure as his mother to make it be otherwise? Like if I only try harder, drive
yes.
further, make more phone calls, like my effort is the difference between where he is now and where he could be?
Yes, of course. Yes. And I'm not sure if I placed that on myself or if I felt pressure from the medical world, like more can be done. We should be doing more. We need to try harder, more time put in, and quite honestly, I had no more time. I had no more energy. I didn't have any more to give. I tried to just live in the moment because thinking about the future was a little overwhelming and terrifying. And quite honestly, thinking about Josh and I aging and becoming older and who would take care of Sam. I mean, his needs were so chronic and so specific that, and I've referred to this more recently, like I was Sam's person. Like I knew him inside, outside, everything he did, and I couldn't imagine somebody trying to care for him that way. And that to us was terrifying, to think that, I mean, nobody wants to lose their child, but the thought of him outliving us was actually more terrifying. I couldn't imagine somebody giving him the level of care that I felt he deserved, the same that we did. So I guess I tried not to get too far ahead of myself with wondering how long he would live, what event would take his life. I had several scenarios sort of in my head that, had presented themselves that I thought, okay, next time this happens, that could be it. A seizure or, an apnea episode, whatever it was. It just, I didn't know, but I knew I could feel things sort of speeding up in the last 2 years, and I really felt like something was changing, things were becoming different, and a shift even more so in the focus of comfort for him became crucial. Everything else fell to the wayside. Nothing else mattered. I just wanted him comfortable.